Well, as you can hear, the rain's beating us now. We've made a retreat to Bluebell Wood just to tell you about our old lurchers. She's about 11 years of age now. I retired at about 8. I kind of thought that was enough. I'd seen her tumble a few too many times for me, and I wanted to keep her sound. And plenty of people have got old lurchers, and it's always nice to just give them a bit of an airing, just to make sure they remember what they were all about. So here we are today.
Millie may be old, but her nose is still spot on. Time for me to collar the ferrets up. I'm working castrated hubs today, as gentle as lambs in the hand, but ruthless underground. A good habit to get into is to only switch your ferret collars on and off when they're not fitted to your ferrets. Then there can be no accidents. Fitting a collar, this is simplicity itself. It's almost second nature. There's definitely something at home. Look at that mark. Millie's not left the warren since we've been collaring up the ferrets. I wonder what she's thinking about. I wonder what's running through her mind. Perhaps thinking about days gone by. I've got to manage her carefully nowadays though. I've got to keep her G'd up. For when she decides she's had enough, doesn't matter how hot the action is, she lays down, watches the world go by. Quite comical really, but then again, she is getting on. I'm working a brace of ferrets today because I expect this warren's going to hold just one or two energetic juvenile rabbits. These can give a solo ferret, a single ferret, the runaround. As the ferrets work under terra firma, Millie knows exactly where to stand. She's as quick over 12 inches now as she ever was in her youth. The right place, at the right time. This ain't no coincidence.
I'm really pleased that I introduced the dog to ferrets because it really did extend the amount of time I could have out with her. She took to it well. She liked a lot of action. If there wasn't a lot of action, she'd get a bit bored and start looking to the horizon. But I think that's got something to do with the way that she was brought up on the lamp. There was always action. If the lamp came out, there was always something to run. I used to love taking my dog out lamping. She had this very strange sort of ninja mode that she used to go into, stalking down the beam. Sometimes this could take forever, sometimes she'd do it really quickly, but sometimes she'd just take forever to get down that beam and catch that rabbit. She'd always drop her shoulder, she'd never want to take it out of its seat. Infuriating sometimes, but that was just her style.
I'm having that one.
Old maid now, she's more at home laying on the sofa or laying in front of the fire. She likes half an hour walk down the beach, maybe sort of poking her nose into a few bushes, but that's about it for her now. And I'm just happy to have a sound old dog really that can still get about and enjoy life.
Millie's never going to do a great deal of work now, but when she's on the warren, she's still got a good nose on her, she's still got a good head. But after having probably 7 or 8 hard ferreting seasons, the injuries have taken its toll. And when she decides she's had enough, she's had enough. No matter what I do to her, I'm not going to change her mind. So as you can see, she's at home here, sitting in Bluebell Wood, because she's not going to have to use any effort or energy. She'd prefer it if we brought a little campsite fire with her, so her and Maze could keep warm. But we're now finished. We're now going to go back and get the other dogs out and do some rabbiting. But for these two now, they're going to sit on the back of the trucks and keep warm. And I think after all them years of catching rabbits and running around with the aid of the lamp and through nets and through hedges, I think they've deserved a decent retirement. So if their life is now sitting by the fire, who are we to argue?